folks, Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 17th episode of the Let's Braintree, new Braintree, our new Braintree Let's Play. I ain't doing another take, dang it. Oh, speaking of which, oh, this even looks worse than earlier. My goodness. Here's hoping the owners of those vehicles can get them. You know what? Hold on a minute. There we go. All fixed. Jeez, I think the residents was getting a little bit freaked out by that. and I only accidentally took out 2 roads and a house. Oh, see, it works out. But yeah, last time we were around when we were finally building out our little waterfront community over here, finally, and we did it. And so we'll keep an eye on this area to get it more fully developed. Eventually, plans will go forward with moving on to this area of the map, which also has more waterfront property, too. We'll see about that in the future, but for right now, I'm fine with leaving this how it is. Also, in the last episode, we finally developed our island areas. On Treasure Island, which is what the locals call it around here, we brought in the CN Tower, which in this game for some reason is called the Observation Tower because apparently we gotta be playing. Actually, hang on a minute. I just realized we're missing something over here. Oh, I can't put a police station in there. Alright, hopefully everybody locks up their valuables or something. Oh wait, yes we can. There we go. Kind of need to have one of those. We'll have the fire helicopter depot provide fire protection for that. And this too, on Alcatraz Island, we put in our medieval castle, which for some reason there's not enough employees for this. How does that even compute? What? Okay, that's weird. You can always just ship in. My goodness. Anyway, and of course we put in this too. So today, we're going to actually put in a financial district. That is the one thing our city lacks that I think we could use. So today, we're going to focus on putting that in, as well as the CIB building in here, too. Give our city a nice little financial district to help our economy out, even though we're making way too much more money than we can count. So, of course, hit the usual buttons. And just as a little bit of an update on the abandoned buildings, they are beginning to pop in every once in a while, but I don't think there's any way I can automatically demolish them, so it is what it is. We'll have to leave it for right now. Meanwhile, we're again on the road to 200K. We're currently sitting at 157.6, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. Okay, financial district. It has to go downtown. We couldn't figure that one out. The only problem is where to put it. This is where it becomes into a little bit of a tricky issue, per se. Fortunately, we have a train station over here, so that it really only makes sense to put it there. We're also going to need to have some offices surround it. So, where is it? So here's the central bank and how big it is, and it's actually not terrible. Problem is going to be trying to figure a spot out for that, as well as the Central Intelligence Bureau, which is supposed to lower the crime rate. Look how massive both are. I'm probably going to need to redo this entire square over here. We also have a high school in here, as well as our bus depot. So good job past me of trying to future-proof this as much as you possibly could. That's about par for the course. Alright. So immediately the best way I'm thinking of doing this is moving the high school and the bus depot. That has to start first. We also have a welfare office in here too, but we don't need to worry ourselves about the poor people living in the apartments. We'll probably try not to touch that. So first things first, the high school. Where are we putting this? I think it only makes sense if we put it right there. We're going to lose a lot of buildings, but I'm fine with that. We can rearrange that area as need be. So we'll put the high school over there to begin the process of opening this up. And the bus depot will also need to be moved, scooched over somewhere else too. And would you look at that? This couldn't have fit any better even if I had asked it to. Oh my god, put it in the corner, please. Alright, yeah, those two literally could not have fit in a better spot even if you would have asked. Now, we have two roads running this way. So, I hate to do this. But we're going to have to reroute. We also have another police station over here, but that's fine. This is going to get really complicated really fast. So I think the first thing we need to do is whatever's sitting here already is gone. Not including whatever commercial buildings just so happen to be in the area. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. All right. Oop. Music editor, what are you doing? Oh, that might explain a lot. All right, there we go. Oopsies! A little bit of a behind-the-scenes issues. So all of this has to go bye-bye. We'll do it up between Pearl Street 2. So, and you are going too. We have to keep the train station on Summit Street, though. We'll try to keep the parking lot as well. Oh, hell, we'll get rid of the parking lot. Screw it. Why not? What else is over here? Oh, a bus... Why did I... Past me. What did you do? It's alright. I'll yell at him later. Okay. So my thought is we have a street running this way. Granted, it's a one-way street. Traffic-wise, it doesn't look like it's doing too horrible, but I would like to connect it. So I guess the first thing we'll do is not do that. Alright, I'm going to turn this off for a minute. So let me get rid of some of these roads here. Alright, I'm actually going to pause the game because we're about to lose train service. As well as bus service for a little bit. I'll get rid of the parking lot that's over here too. Okay, so that just leaves us with the bus station and... Alright, how do I want to do this? The train station has to stay. We're not going to mess around with that, not even in the slightest sense. I guess if we're being practical, the bus station should stay there too, if we can do it. I don't know if we're going to be able to. So the main thing is I want to build this around the central bank if I can here. So let's see. A little difficult to see, but that's okay. I am thinking the police... Maybe we can move the police station here, at least just temporarily. And actually, we've got a perfect spot for it, too. Look at that. You just move it right there. Because we can't really put any housing over there, so that actually makes... So that helps a lot. So, we got two one-lane roads over here, so it only makes sense to do this if we can. What happens if we do this? This is what ends up happening. We have this weird little triangle. I guess that's okay. I would like to widen the road if I could. Should probably work to widen some of these roads. So thankfully we can get free. Of course, we have another train station sitting over here. tell you what. There we go. Turn it into a 3. I'll also put in a parking lot over here, just so our citizens can actually get to and from work, okay? So we'll bring back the large parking lot. Okay, there we go. And I'll just fill in the gaps here with we'll just leave that as is. We'll get rid of this too. I don't want it to overlap the train line. That'll be weird. Okay. I actually want to turn this into a main road if I can. So we'll start by doing... Oh, okay. So it goes to the main road like that, and then... Now, we can't squeeze it under there, as you can see, but fortunately, we can do this. Look at that. Now we've got it in. We'll have it snake around, like so. Okay, so this will be the center of our financial district right here. And then if we can figure out a way to put the central bank in there, that'd be great. Which isn't going to work. We have to keep that street. So what I'm going to do is try to put it in... Oh! Look how perfect this fits. This is just... Wow, not bad. All right, we'll do it. If it fits that perfectly, then I'll do it. I mean, almost. Granted, there's this small little space, but I'm not going to get too worked up about that. It's like a little center square thing over here. If I can line this up... It's not going to let me do it. It's too big. Alright, we'll do that. And then try to upgrade as much of this as I can to a 2-lane. Like, that's about as far as I can go. Jeez, we're already causing accidents. Look at that. So now... What happened over here? Whoa, whoa. Is there a random hill over here that I don't know about? You can try to sneak this around the bank on the back side of it. See if this will work. Alright, yeah! Well, actually does work. Alright, we got the central bank over there. I just need to have this then input in. Let's see. Now I want to put in the CIB station in here, but it's going to be quite difficult with how massive this thing is. Yeah, look how massive this is. That is not going to work under any circumstance, so let me start off by building mine in our above-ground parking lot here. If I can, it won't let me. Alright. We do underground parking. Yes, okay, we'll put one at the end. And then we'll just put office space around it later on when the time comes. I'm actually going to move this too, not for nothing. Well, actually, you know what? Hang on. Let me see if I can find a better parking spot for this. Oh, here we go. This will even be better. There we go. Build it underground. So my plan is to surround this with office space, basically. So we got the central bank over here, which will help with exports and imports. And eventually I'm going to extend this out. Unfortunately, this is also going to probably get tossed aside too once I'm able to get demand for it. As for the CIB, now let's unpause the game here for a minute. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got a little bit of a central square over here. I don't put any, like, communications facilities here, too. I will put a small little radio. Well, alright, we still have a little bit of room we can do this. We can mess around with. That's fine, that's fine. You will need this undone. There we go. So later, once we get office demand, this will fill up. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. But we'll stick this just basic office space. Eventually, these will become skyscrapers, but we can't do that right now. So our downtown is going to look to expand eventually. Suppose that means this should be office space then. Alright. Now, we did kind of displace some folks, so we should probably work to getting them back. I mean, oops. Oh, speaking of oops, what on earth are we doing over here? Why are we all abandoning that block? Bad game. So having to see that over there as I was looking for space for this. What? Let me put a park over here. But that may not be more. That might not be circumstantial. That might be, yeah, well, something is terribly wrong with that. There we go. Put one at the end of the street there and see if it helps out a little bit. This slide's doing just fine. Just cipher that one. All right. Is there anywhere we could put more of the row housing? That seems to be the best spot to go to. Because remember, we just demolished a whole lot of medium residential for that whole thing. Well, as fate would have it, the answer is actually yes. But that's not going to help, really. That's just a small segment. So that financial district will come about as time goes on. I don't know where else I could put it. This is a little bit tricky. Actually, I found the perfect spot for it. This whole area needs to be upgraded into medium residential. As you can see, we kind of lost more more space over here. That's all right. I'm actually going to turn this into this, the waterfront housing here. So we'll put the row housing to make it fit into the neighborhood a little bit better here. I'm glad the row housing exists too, because that fits into this area a lot better than, you know, all the other stuff. Meanwhile, I don't know what we're doing here. There we go. Let's see. I can convert some of this to waterfront housing too. Let's see. Any place else? I'm looking around the map here, seeing if I can find some ideal candidates of stuff this in here. because the row housing I learned is medium density plus commercial, so that's basically the formula for this. If we can find spots to put this in, great. The more the merrier, really. How about over near our train stations? I like building them around their train stations. That way they're highly accessible. You know what? Well, actually, I know one thing I'm going to do right off the bat. We'll repopulate this whole area. I don't see why we don't need to have that empty. We emptied it out earlier as part of a shrinking project. Let's see. This area is basically all set at this point, although, you know what? I think that would be better. We'll do row housing along that end. Actually, we'll stick to commercial on this end of the street. So here's what I'm going to do. That can stay commercial. So can this, and so can this, especially around their train tracks here. I would like to put mixed housing on this side of the map. This will help keep it away from the train tracks is what I'm thinking. That's the best solution. And then it looks like, yeah, we just barely have enough room. All right. And we'll do like, well, we'll leave it empty for right now. I don't want to over stress it. I don't want to push it too far. Let's see. And then anything else? I know we have a new train station over here that we have yet to really develop. In fact, those will be kind of the first new development I built in a while. There we go. Like the first little new development over here we've had in quite some time. And of course, build it like that. There we go. We'll build this one up to here too. We might as well complete these two roads. All right, there we go. There's not enough room, but I'll leave it as is. I don't want to overdo it. All right, so we have some room over here, and everything went kablooey. Wait, what the hell? How did we end up with some random ground pollution over here? What on earth? Oh, the recycling plant used to be over here. How dare you? Of course. Thought I taught this city better. Anyways. Speaking of which, I'll upgrade that too. Alright. So we have that ready for when the time... Well, actually, time is now. Alright. But not too much. We'll put a small little bit over here. You know what? We'll even do a school because we seem to always need elementary schools. Remember, we got to keep the people educated, otherwise it's not going to go very well. There we go. Alright, I think everything over here is just fine. Could actually use another school, elementary school, and we'll put it over here. We'll put it at the end of this block over here. Alright, so now we've got schooling here too. Everything else looks okay. I mean, the college and university and high school are trying to tip over too. And the overcrowding department, but we're fine. Alright, this one's doing just fine too, so... Obviously, there's not very many people here yet, but that'll change. And we just ran out of residential demand. There we go. Just wondering how long it would take for that to happen. So we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled on everything else. So there's still no offices just yet. So I guess the next question is, where do we build the Central Intelligence Bureau? This thing, as I mentioned, is massive. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This thing is just nuts. I have no clue where to put it, though. I was hoping I could put it downtown, but... You know, then I'd have to eliminate so many city blocks, it's not even funny. We're at the point now where I really can't afford to do that. Oh! Oh, well. Tell you what, we will do it on one of our areas that hasn't quite been touched just yet. We have a nice prime candidate over here. We have this whole sliver of the city between our train lines that hasn't really been touched just yet. That's part of it's been by design, but part of it is now, you know, maybe now's a good chance to put it over here. Okay. So this might be our spot. Now, I don't know if we want to have it connect to our main highway here. We certainly could do it if we want. I wasn't going to. And I'm still not going to. Alright. So for this, as long as we can get it underneath that train line, we're good. And then I'll just hook it up to our road over here. And then let us put this gigantic, enormous Central Intelligence Bureau. It's going to have to go over here. Yep, this is the only spot I can really put it in. Alright, there we go. And look at that. Now we've... Seriously, it's that massive. What do they got in here? Good grief. Well, we can't have anybody have some, you know, communist ideas. Can't be having that around here now, can you? Speaking of which, actually, let's go all the way and get a prison. For some of our criminals over here. Now, we have enough in our jails, but they're all being kept inside our, you know, they're all being kept inside of our police stations. I'd say we can compartmentalize that a little bit better. So we'll make this kind of the crime block over here. So we'll put in our first prison. There we go. It's our specialty prison. There we go. We got to make sure our prisoners get rehabilitated successfully with the library. So there we go. Is there anything else we could put over here? I mean, police-wise, we're fine over here as far as I can tell. Okay, excellent. I don't want to do anything with this area, too. This is now essentially a services block. We've got the medical campus over that way. I think we're okay as far as I can tell. Although... we now have access to the advanced water pumping station, and I see we could use it. Just hoping we can get some, like, groundwater usage. Oh, would you look at that? That's actually really convenient, too. Alright. Suppose we could put a, groundwater pumping station over. Or, another option. Or not. Never mind. I'll do this. so that'll work for right now. Let's set the groundwater pumping station over there. So there we go. We kind of developed that block, but not quite. Alright. So now what we need to do here... Actually, we could set this over here too. Remember the fire... You know what? We'll have two. We're going to have one for the nuke plant and the other stuff, just in case we need it. So I'll put a firefighting helicopter depot over here too. Just in case we need it for anything. We don't need anything else on this. We don't need the watchtower. That's kind of silly. I mean, there's no disasters in this game. Of course, I didn't turn them on. That's what I meant. Really isn't that much more to unlock, to be honest. I mean, the hydroelectric plant's useless. All I would want is the Grand Bridge, and that's it. I mean, maybe trams as well, but we'll get trams just in case I want to do something with them. So we're basically all set on that regard. So I guess the question becomes, what else could we use? Production-wise, hey, our grain finally shaped up. Took it long enough. We do need oil. So let me see if I can expand some of our production industries here too while we're at it. There's actually a couple oil fields over here that we can utilize. I believe I bought over here too to extend the farm. Alright, let's do that. I can't see anything, because why not? Yeah, I know. It's actually the vegetables that are the worst of them all, but I'll do a cotton farm. How about that? Alright, hold on. Try to get this set up nicely. There we go. Okay, we got that. We're still on a chicken deficit. LOL. So of course we gotta give our city the meats. Oh wait, wrong playthrough. Processing for that. Or do we? What on earth is going on here? Huh, okay, so for some reason we're not... Did these not really utilize any of the... Oh, I see what happened. I don't know what the game was doing over here. There we go. That takes care of... Oh, okay. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Thanks, game. Alright, I can't see anything, but I'll assume this is working. Excuse you? Can you not do that? Bruh. Why? Alright, that takes care of that. They've got electricity now. What did we just unlock? The Encaserium. Muttering the motto, better safe than sorry. Well, alright. Since this hasn't really been filled out, I guess this will have to go over here. Well, we have the space for it over here, too. I like this area a little bit better. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. Look at that. So now let's get more oil while we're at it here, too. As I mentioned earlier, our roundabout is set up perfectly to where we can do it. Could have asked for a better scenario even if I tried. Get some more of this oil over here. All right, we have our electric lines over here, so I can't really do that even if I wanted to. Although, if I build them underneath, that problem is solved. There we go. Does this work? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Building underground. It is helpful, people. It is helpful. I like it. Alright, let's get some oil wells up in here. Drop a few of these bad boys down. Oh, sweet, a vehicle factory. Nice. Maybe we'll build some Teslas there. Wait. We need some smart vehicles for our city, though. On the real. I mean, smart folks need smart vehicles. That's just how it is. We don't have any of those. I feel kind of ashamed. Our engineers at the technical plant haven't figured it out yet. First, we gotta get as much oil as we possibly can out of this. Uh-oh, what are we overlapping with? I don't even know. Okay. Oh, there's an electric line there. That might explain it. Okay, we're doing well. Wait. Uh-oh, this again. Hold on. We have a little bit of a problem. We're producing all this electricity, but we don't have the capacity to bring it over. This has been plaguing me for a little while over here, and I'm not sure what on earth we're doing here. So the only real way to do this is to set up another transformer station. I'll have to put it right here. Build it underground. Of course, it's coming into conflict with our existing water line. So let's see if that works. There we go. Problem is the game doesn't tell you where the bottlenecks are, so hold on a minute. We're gonna have to wean this. This is gonna be temporary. I'm gonna have to wean the city off its power supply here, because it's literally the only way I could see any of the bottlenecks that are clogging our electricity system. I didn't realize this was a thing until after the fact. I can't see where the... Well, I can't see where the line is, so we'll worry about that later. Oh, it's underground. No wonder I can't see where it is. You idiot. Alright, never mind. Alright. Show me where the bottlenecks are. You're still not going to tell me. Okay, that's awesome. This is literally the only way you can tell where the bottlenecks in our city are. Alright, now show me where they are. Alright, so here's all of our bottlenecks. This is literally the only way you can tell whether or not you have them. So if you wean your city off the power supply. We have one running around over here. In this absolutely useless transport system. Okay. So I'm actually going to build... It would help if I had built above ground rather than below, just so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, we have another one brewing. So I'm going to try to build one right here. This may take some trial and error to try to figure this out here. Okay, so that takes care of that bottleneck. Anything? Oh, that might have done it. We just may have needed another connection. I'll give it a second, see if there's any other bottlenecks that pop up here before I reestablish our connection over here. No, those still two. That worked brilliantly. Okay, so now we're done with that. So let's bring our connections back. Yeah, again, the only way you're able to tell whether or not you have a power issue supply is if you wean your city off of the outside connections and then see for yourself what you're dealing with. So if you find yourself importing electricity even though you have enough, that's probably what's doing it. All right, now we've got our electricity systems back. Those outside connections will be back in shortly. I know we got trams, but we're fine. And we once again have very little residential demand, I'm afraid. Which is kind of unfortunate. I guess then in that case, I'm going to zone all of this. So unfortunately, y'all are evicted. You know what? I'll do this part too. Why not? All right, so we'll evict all of those people. Sorry, but not sorry. Okay, so that handles that part. I see we need more of this, so more row housing. To the curb, I guess. Yeah, that is a stupid recycling center polluted the ground there, but that's okay. Okay. I was working on oil, right? Right, and I got all of it. All right, excellent. Actually, since we have industry booming in this area, we might as well just finish it off. Why not? Oh, the car factory. I totally forgot all about that. I gotta put that car factory somewhere. Vehicle factory, excuse me. Pardon my language. Let's see here. We got a few options. Excuse you, game. How about right here? Again, we're trying to avoid polluting our factories here, or polluting our, excuse me, residential areas. Oh, perfect. We'll set it right next door. There we go. There we go. Now we have a vehicle factory to produce smart vehicles. All of which will probably rely on straight up oil. I mean, yeah, we tried. You know what? That reminds me, I never really put in a forestry district here. Sure enough, there is actually one down the road here. Except they're both out of reach. Alright, never mind. I was just going to say, maybe I could put one over here. What? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyways. Do like a forestry area over here. We haven't yet to do anything with that. Outside the city limits, so it's fine. There we go. So we'll do like a forestry area over there just to help us out. I suppose if we wanted to too, I could bring this road on the outskirts of it, and then later on we'll collect the rest of it. All right, that works. Now we got the brand new forestry area over here. Help us out. Economy seems to be rolling quite along. 36 million, jeez. What are we doing here? And oh, you know what? It's because it's winter. It just dawned on me that this will go down in winter, but up during the summer. I see what's going on now. It took me a little bit to figure this out. Do you have any more stone? I'll do some couple economic upgrades before calling it. There actually is one over here, believe it or not. I was going to save this for the forestry area, but now that you've... Alright, I guess you caught my attention. Thanks, game. We'll do this area. There we go. Ooh, nice. Let's see. What do we need more of? Ore. Okay, we need more ore. That seems to be the idea here. All right. I actually placed the road quite perfectly. There we go. So now we're mining the side of that hill. If we get once we get this title afterwards, we'll get that too. Whoa! We didn't complete it. Oh, hi, game. I hate it when it does that. Jeez. From the Department of Annoying Glitches that need to be fixed, but still haven't because reasons. This is why we can't have nice things. There. We got that. Okay? Better? Better. And we still have space for the road, too. Oh, look at that. It works out well. Is there anything else? I know there's still more on this. Could do another cargo harbor over here, too, not for nothing. Further down the road. Not really ready to put that in. That's something to consider. Now, is there any, like, more oil deposits? There's one over here, too. I was going to do more stone and coal mining, and then, of course, expand this once we're able to. There actually is a small amount over there. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Now, do we need more veggies, or do we need more cotton? No, yeah, veggies is the answer. Okay. Okay. There we go. We'll have a small veggie farm over there, too. That is not connected to the main road. I don't think that's going to be a work. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think any of that's going to work. Okay, now it'll work. I mean, look at what we're trying here. All right, nothing's... Okay, so it looks like we're doing just fine. Actually, I don't really need this battery station anymore, to be honest. We'll get rid of it. There we go. Okay. Is there anything else we want to do? We're sitting on 163,000 people. It's a lot. I guess not entirely, from what I could tell. We put in more row housing. Oh, yeah, we can. More row mixed housing. Ooh, I like more mixed housing. Sounds like fun. Suppose we'll put it around this corridor, just to... Because why not? I guess we gotta make this street. That, too. All right, there we go. We'll put some mixed-use housing. I love that stuff, too. That is so helpful, especially in situations where you got, like, people and products that need to be dealt with. All right. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this whole block, too. This is not working out. There we go. We're going to shorten this area a little bit. Unfortunately, we can't really build on that. And actually, I meant to do this the last episode, but due to darkness, I couldn't do it. I'm going to expand the size of this here pond. Especially while it's raining out, we can essentially do that. There we go. We're going to expand this pond out a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, and the rain should allow us to fill that bad boy in. There we go. See, look at that. The water's already claiming it. Very nice. So this will actually be waterfront. Cool. Eventually, we'll put in waterfront over here, but I can't right now. My residential demand is too low at the moment. Where I kind of have a little bit of an issue at the moment, but so be it. So yeah, we got this whole area built out. We're up to 163 and climbing. Now, at this juncture, I don't know what more I could do. And I'm going to be honest. We're trying to get the 200K, and I'm not sure how much further I can take this. We'll certainly fill out these areas. I will say that for next time, though, we will come wandering over to the southwest part of our city, because I think we've got another opportunity sitting right here. We're going to do something with our most far-out barrier island. And I think the tram we just got is also going to help us out a little bit here, too. So for next time, I'm going to come over to our area over here and build like a nice little wealthy enclave or such. At that point, the hope is to try to get the 200K, so it might take us another 2 to 3 episodes, I reckon. We're literally almost done with this series as it stands. For now, I'll work to fill in some of these other areas, but yeah, we're at the point now where it's like, there really isn't that much more we could do here, so. And a nice waterfront homes going. How are these looking? Are they max level? Let's see what these look like max level. That's a level 3, by the way. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Not too shabby. I'll get rid of these two while I'm at it. Okay, well, very nice. I must say, this is a nice looking DLC. I do say so myself. I mean, they got a nice little shot of the bridge. And nuclear power plant. Ship passing by. I mean, this isn't a bad view at all. I'd live here. I don't know about y'all. The rest of y'all. I mean, yeah, we got the nuclear power plant, but so be it. Okay, okay. Very nice. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, of course, the usual suspects, a.k.a. And I will see you on the next one, where we will try to fill out more of this city. Peace out, y'all.